other computer. Okay, so root word, funny. I'm making a new word, funnier. Because my suffix begins with an E, I have to change the Y to an I before I can do that. All right, and then also remember that there's going to be a consonant letter in front of the Y, and that's another clue to changing the letter Y to an I, okay? Let's think of another word. How about the word, can you see it? What's this word?
Silly.
Silly. What kind of word? It ends with a Y. There's a consonant letter before the Y. And I'm going to add the suffix est in biggest. So what does my new word become? Jeremiah B, sit still.
Silliest.
Silliest. How do I spell silliest?
S-I-L-L-Y-E-S-T.
Right. S-I-L-L, change the Y to an I. And add E-S-T. Okay, so listen. If your suffix begins with an E, then you change the Y to an I. Okay? That's a really, 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 really big clue for when you're going to change the Y to an I. Your suffix will begin with the letter E. Okay? But we know that not all suffixes begin with the letter E, right? Right? So we'll have to watch out for those a little bit later, but right now you're going to be doing it according to that rule. Another thing that we're going to talk about today is putting words in A, B, C order, alphabetical order, the order of the alphabet, right? Makes sense to call it A, B, C order. So what is the normal way that we put words? How do we do that? We would look at the first letter of the word. And a lot of times they will begin with different letters in the alphabet. But what happens if all the first letters are the same letter, Zoe?
Then you go to the next letter.
That's right. Then you would go and look at the second letter. So I'm going to just kind of put a line through the B's since they're all the same. And now I'm going to focus on the second letter. What is happening in this group of words? Anna, what's happening in these words? Okay, so listen, we're doing a lot of moving around. We need to sit still. Try to listen real well and pay attention. Okay, so what we're seeing is now the second letter is all the same. So what are we going to do if the second letter is all the same? Jeremiah B, what should we do?
Cross them out.
Why are we going to cross them out? What do we do? When we put words in ABC order, we normally look at the first letter. But if all the first letters are the same, then we look to the second letter. But then if all of those letters are the same, then we have to do what? Look to the third letter, right? So what do we see? An I, an O, and an A. Now all of those letters are different. So we think which of those letters is first in the alphabet? Jeremiah K? An I, an O, or an A?
A.
That's right. So we would say that this word comes first in the alphabet. Then we look at the other two. Which of those two letters comes first? An I or an O, Zoe? An I, right. So that would be our second word. And then, of course, that's our third word that comes last. So if you were going to look up these words in the dictionary, you would find brave, and then bring, and then broke. Okay? Let's do the same thing with these over here. What are these words? Say them together. That's an A. Same. Same. Okay, silent E. Two vowels, long silent. Okay, let's put these words in alphabetical order, A, B, C order. We start by looking at the first letter, an S, an S, and an S. They're all the same. Go to the second letter, A, A, A. They're all the same. So now we have to go to the third letter. What letters are they?
V-I-M.
Okay, now in the alphabet, which of those letters comes first? Anna?
I.
Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So sail is the first word in ABC order. Jeremiah B. What letter or what word should be number 2? Jeremiah B.
Broke.
We're in this group. How do you figure it out? What are we looking at? What letters are we going to look at now? Jeremiah K, what letters are we going to look at now? To figure out.
V-I.
That's right. A V,
V-S.
a V and an M. That's right. So which of those comes first, JK? Right, M does. So that would be the second word in ABC order. And we would finish out with the third, save. Okay, does everybody understand? Okay, because sometimes you'll have to go to the third letter in a word to find out how they go in their order. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our letters and sounds worksheet. I know that some of you already have it done. Okay, so we're doing the one where you see the baby bottles. Okay. Okay, so we're changing the Y to an I. In the first group of words, what suffix are we adding to the root words? Anna?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so story becomes stories. Anna, spell it.
S-O-R-I-E-S.
Very good. Jeremiah Bryant. Lady becomes ladies. Spell it.
L-A-L-A-D-Y. Did I say I?
Well, you don't want to say Y if we were changing the Y to an I.
L-A-D-Y.
Well, what happens to the Y in lady when you're adding a suffix that begins with an E? You change the Y to an I. So now spell ladies. No. I. L-A-D-I-E-S. That whole section, we're following the rule about changing your Y to an I. Okay, Jeremiah K. What's the next word? Oh, I thought you found them from earlier. Okay, Zoe, next word. Okay, can you spell that? F-L-I-E-S. Right. Let's see the time. Okay, look at the second group of words. What suffix are we adding to those? ED. So what's the first word? Try. Anna, spell it. T-R-I-E-D. Very good. Zoe, next word. Try. T-R-I-E-S and T-R-I-C. Very good. And then Jeremiah K, if you're spelling fried, fried. How do you spell that? I-E-D. Excellent. Good job. Now look at the ABC. Oh, no, they're not ABC. Number 2 says to circle the special sounds, mark the vowels, and put a star beside each compound word. Jeremiah K. What is the compound word in the first box? Cowboy. That's right. Jeremiah B. What is the compound word in the pink box? Jeremiah B. You have to tell me which one it is. Jeremiah B. Jeremiah B. Okay, Anna, what is the compound word in the second box? In the pink one. What is the compound word in the pink box? Birdhouse. Birdhouse. And then Zoe, what is the compound word in the last box? Pancake. Pancake. Okay, did you circle special sounds in those words? Yes. Did you mark vowels in those words? Yes. Okay, now let's look at your language. Okay, so what kind of words are you finding in the puzzle? Jeremiah B, what kind of words are you finding in the puzzle? Jeremiah B? Jeremiah B, can you hear me? All right. Okay, Jeremiah B, what kind of words are we finding in the word puzzle? Puzzle. On our language paper. What kind of words? What kind of words are they? What kind of words are they asking us to find in the puzzle? It's like the color. Yeah, color words, exactly. Okay. All right. So, Jeremiah, go ahead. I made it. I think I did it already. Okay. So I did the wallpaper. Okay. All right. So you can work on those a little bit later. Let's go down to number 2 real quick and look at those answers. Anna, do the first sentence. Anna. First sentence. JK, are you paying attention? Can you do the first sentence, please? Zoe, can you give us the first sentence?
The gray elephant is huge.
Very good. Next sentence. Anna.
Where are you?
Jeremiah K. The silly circus, what? Clown or clown? Okay, if you're paying attention, you can answer. The silly circus, what? Go ahead, call it out.
Clown.
Clown. And then the last one, don't bump the stove. It is
Hot.
hot. Very good. Okay, listen. Jeremiah K., what's going on? Are you dropping papers? Okay, I am going to see you guys for math in about 35 minutes. Okay?
What time are you yesterday?
Okay, you're gonna continue to work on your seat.
What time will you see us again? 10:30. 10:30. Lucy has at 10:30. Okay, bye bye.